Alright. I'll give my final thoughts on this arc now. On this Canto. I thought all around it was okay. It's not my favorite. The theme didn't mesh with me like as well. But I don't think it was bad. I feel like there were some parts that were kind of not needed. Like a lot of the talking on these like last two nodes was just talking in circles. And yeah. The ending I think's okay. But again, I think the only reason I feel like the ending's like just meh is because the whole arc just felt like meh. It felt like Honglu. It's the best way to put it. There, even at the end with his revelations, I felt like he just never broke character. Like, it felt like he didn't grow, but instead just, I don't know. Like, even now, I feel like he's different, but it's still, like, the same. It's a weird feeling I'm getting. Like, I think it's still above Canto 1 and 2. Definitely 2. 2's the weakest of the Cantos. But I don't think it's as good as Canto 3. Which is, yeah. It felt really weak to me. I saw so many people glazing, but like yeah. I don't know. Well, I do know. It was meh. It was meh for me. It was a middle Canto. Not bad storytelling, but like not best in comparison to the others. Like, it felt like it was setting up a lot of things. Like, oh god, which node was it that was super hype? It was like this node? This node had so much hype behind it. I thought we were gonna see some wild crap. With, like, this place breaking down and it being, like, a multi-way war. But then it doesn't really feel like that all the way through. Like, they show that there are people going for the heart, but then it just didn't. Like, if the Canto started with this, it would have been sick. And then that was, like, the entire Canto. Like, maybe, I don't know. We had so much set up. And it felt like the payoff wasn't as much. Oh, and that's a good point. She was using abilities from branches we never saw, too. Like, we never saw, like, the dragon, the monkey, the tiger, any of that. So, yeah. That's my opinion. I give it a meh. It had some okay fights. I felt like one thing that was super missing from this arc that we don't talk about is some of the moments in a combat scene that we didn't get. So Canto 7 and Canto 6 had moments mid-fight where the characters do something like spectacular, like a spectacular clash or something physically changes to happen. And I felt like that just didn't happen during these fights. Like it felt like it was a ton of story nodes that like were the normal, like, how you say, visual novel style story, but we didn't have really story through the combat. Like, let's go, hang on, thinking about this. Let's go back to this. Like, let's take a moment of this. If I did whatever, who cares what team I bring into here? It can be anything. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, whoops. Oh yeah, the drunk boss never showed up again. That's strange. So if we just step into this, like, we're in the combat scene here. Like, this was so peak. And then, as you fight him, the full stage is changing. And what's it called? Like, he hits, for his transitions, there's a full in-sync thing of these two hitting each other, and him hitting Catherine, and then the scene swaps. And it's clear that we have changed phases. And then his abilities change, but they're still, like, simple. Like, look at this. Unclashable, generate 1 wild hunt. It's simple. But it can mean a lot, right? Like, Wild Hunt summons a dude. So, like, even though, like, we're summoning stuff and the fight is growing in complexity, it's still being relatively simple. And summoning enemies we've already seen, so we know their effects. We don't need to relearn them. I don't need to sit there and read the abilities. That's the way to do it, is... If you want, like, some complicated ability coming in, have, like, a summon of a previous boss. And the same thing goes on with Don Quixote's fight, too. But her fight, it just didn't feel like that. Like, all we saw was transition scenes of her growing, right? Or becoming more of a blob. And that's it. Like, sure, Liu gets buffed, but Liu has, like, visual novel cutscenes in the middle of it. Like, that just, like, takes away from the immersion in the fight. Then even the side bosses didn't have the same feeling on the build-up. Like, again, the bosses felt middling. Like, they're the embodiment of this Canto. Say a lot, do little. Like, the definition. Yeah. So anyways,